Okay, we're back. So, yesterday, there's quite a lot of information that we got, okay? So, basically, we found out who's Titor. Okay, it's Suzuha. Okay? And not only that, we also found out that, that the satellite that is on top of Radican is actually a time machine. Okay? And it's busted. Because the water got in, short circuited stuff, now we need to fix. Okay? And doing that, because like why that happened is because like she overheard us, and it seems like she have the maybe like the reason why Mayuri dies because that because she thinks that she's responsible like for causing the divergence point, and they need to like somehow get the divergence point up, okay, something like that. And like I said, the only person is able to detect the divergence number, it's Okabe. Okay, nobody else can detect it. Okay, so I'm wondering like in the future, like if there's somebody else that can detect it. Okay, but anyhow, let's load in. Okay, wait. Load this data. So far, I accomplished absolutely none. My frustration is mounting. I can time leap again, but will that really help us find Suzuha's father? What the hell is this?
俺だ。
Hi, Mr. Okabe Rintaro.
Mr. Okabe Rintaro? The voice is heavily accented. I can barely make it out. You can't? What the heck? Who is this guy?
セルンか。
I jump to my feet and scan the room, then run to the window and check out the road below. No suspicious figures inside. Kurisu comes out of the development room and gives me a questioning look, but I wave back to her. Side.
セルンとは何です
Nandes! I gulp and carefully choose my words.
名乗ってもらおう。
おたくはもうアフタヌーンうちのファクトリーに問い合わせに来てテレフォンナンバーを教えていったですよ。
Came to our factory, made inquiry, and told me, yeah.
お前は何を言っているんだ。
Wait, I've heard this broken Japanese before. The strange Japanese filters through my brain, connecting synapses. That's right, it's that foreign street vendor I met this afternoon in Akiba.
特定した。Nice to meet you.
I need to start off the stream like this. I need to start on the stream with this. Oh my god.
どういたしまして。
特定した。Nice to meet you.
Oh god.
私自主制作してます。Yesterday night ゲストがカムヒアの思い出し、そのゲストがメイクプリンスピンバッジがユウが持ってきたやつとセームだったのよ。
I don't get what she's saying, but he's really excited about it.
今すぐそっちに行く。
I go to the same spot as before, although his stand has already closed. The Westerner is waiting for me.
Oh, Okabe! Hello!
そのゲストとやらはどこへ行った？
クライアントカムヒアなのは Yesterday なことよろしい。
The blue-eyed white man shrugs. You know, like, if he says blue-eyed white man, it's like the accent like heavily African-American? That's what I assume. Maybe. So he was yesterday. He contacted them because he remembered.
そいつの連絡先は？住所氏名は？
ドクです。ゲストはシミュレーションだけ。プライベートインフォメーションは Nothing.
What the heck? So last night someone came by wanting to make a metal pin with the same design as Suzuha, but he died of poisoning? Yeah. The gas was just a simulation, so there's no private information? What?
ジャパニーズやっとプライベートインフォメーションの重要さについてスタディらしい。過敏神経になったよね。
And this doesn't help.
If ゲストがネームはテレフォンナンバー残っていったかよ。ノリック、それがビジネス。
She don't understand. Weighs down my shoulders. I don't understand what a word he's saying. My head is full of question marks. In hindsight, I should have brought Kurisu. Now you realize? I guess I just have to wing it.
そいつはどういうやつだった？男か女か？
Well, so young or so middle. Japanese は顔ヤングね。ルックだけじゃ no understand.
特徴は？
特徴？やはり柔道 or プロレスラー？
プロレスラー？
なんだ？柔道？プロレスラー？それがどうしたんだ？
Even I don't understand.
Yes!
What? That wasn't a yes or no question. What do you mean?
ああ、バルーン！バルーンだよ！
バルーン？柔道？プロレス？
Oh, it's starting good, man. The stream is starting good with all of this. Oh, I'm enjoying this so far.
Good!
Not good. Are you trying to confuse me? I want to ask more questions, but the foreigner suddenly sees a policeman walking by and runs off. I considered chasing him, but decided against it to avoid police attention. I give up. The search has hit a dead end, and we have barely any time left to find Barrel Titor. I can time leap again starting at 2 PM tomorrow. Looks like all I can do is wait until Christina done working, and then time leap, and then leap to the time this suspicious character appears at the stand. Kurisu connects the two cords she's holding.
完成。
2 PM. It's 2 PM on about 20 minutes later than before. Kurisu walks into the lounge with a satisfied look on her face. It's just her, me, and Suza in the lab. I had Daru and Mayuri head to Radika ostensibly to work on the time machine.
タイムリープマシーンか。
Ka! Suza gazes at the now complete time machine in awe. I've already explained to her how time leaping works. It's as different as can be from Suza's time machine, which can physically displace actual bodies.
未来の記憶を思い出させるっていうのは面白いよね。
Wait, can anybody else other than Okabe use it? Because like technically anybody else can use it, right? Because they may not. If it's the case, then they can somehow also detect it because like they are now an observer as well, right? Okay.
空想とかもしかしてっていう推測とか、あと直感でそういうのってさ、実際には未来の記憶を思い出してるのかもしれないかもってちょっと思っちゃった。2036年時点だと記憶は世界戦艦の自分との情報伝達手段かもしれないって説もセルンの研究者から出てるんだ。
What?
それと似たようなものなのかも。
岡部の力、リーディングシュタイナーがどういう仕組みなのか分かればいいんだけど、岡部だけの特殊能力なのか、それとも全人類がその資質を持ってるけど岡部だけがたまたまより強い能力を持っていただけなのか。
一つ確かなことがある。意識は記憶とともに過去へ飛んだ。
No, that is you, time leaping. I don't think that, okay? The time leap should be separate from the reading timer. Like, time leaping should give you the ability as a reading Steiner.
それがなぜなのかいまいち納得いかない。 D メールの時に岡部が体験したような状況と同じになってもいいはずなのに、記憶に意識は依存してるのかな。
Consciousness depend, of course.
意識って形として存在してるわけじゃないのが厄介だよね。魂も同じ。結局は宗教観に行き着く。2036年でもさ、魂の存在は証明されてないし、意識を形として証明した人はいないんだ。
そう。ちょっとがっかり。
Come on. People, for thousands of years have been trying to, decode that. So, like, you expect that to be done in like 20 years?
意識が過去へ飛んだことで D メールに比べてより具体的に過去改変ができるようになったが、同時に収束する結果も存在した。
I can change the method of Mayuri's death, but never the fact that she dies.
違うよ。
Huh?
未来は確定してる。
Future is always determined?
ならば、過程が変化したのはなぜだ？
世界線が変動してたから。
Will line changes?
岡部倫太郎が過去へ飛んで、本来とは別の行動をとったことで、ダイバージェンスがわずかだけど上下したはずだよ。でもその変動は、ダイバージェンスメーターで言うと、0.00001% 程度の誤差でしかないわけ。ちょっとしたことの場合、全く誤差が発生しない場合だってある。原因が変化することでさ、結果がすでに同時に存在している別の世界線へと変わっただけなの。しかもその2つの世界線は近似値だから変化なんてほとんど感じられないはず。
So this is what reading Steiner didn't
変わる
react?
前の世界線は消滅したわけじゃなくてさ、可能性世界線として同時に存在し続けるんだよ。
Well, for him when time leap, okay, but it is the real wolf, for the present him.
その辺は多世界解釈なのね。
いずれにしてもパラレルワールドじゃない。
未来は再構成されていると。
そういうことになるのかな。
This one reminds me of an anime called Dual Parallel Trouble Run something like that. It's like, just to give you a gist of it, is that that anime, I'm really a big I really enjoy that anime. Okay, is that the main character, he saw like robots in robots. He thought that he saw like mirages. Okay, and then it turns out that in that parallel world, he doesn't exist. But instead of him existing, that robot exists. Okay, and when he leaped to the other, to the other parallel world, okay, the girl that he liked doesn't exist. Okay, because that girl is the daughter of scientist A and this woman. Okay, but in world B, okay, because they never get married. Okay, scientist B married that woman. So in other words, you get two of the girls. Her name is Mitsuki. So two Mitskis. One is more reserved. One is more wild. If you want to put it that way. So like, I kind of miss that anime, because like, they have OVA, but I feel like there's true root for it. Okay, well, enough of that. I'm confused again. Maybe it's impossible for me to fully understand the structure of the universe. Anyway, that's enough discussion. It's time for me to time leap again. Wait, aren't you gonna check the time machine? Aren't you? Yeah, explain the situation to Kurisu and have her activate the time leap machine immediately. It's the night of the 11th. I went back 40 hours. My objective is to keep watch on the street vendor stand in hope that Suza's father might appear. I sent Suza elsewhere. I don't want her to be disappointed if I come out empty-handed. I'm standing out of sight of a short distance away from the stand, munching on energy bars and soy milk to appease my growling stomach. I've already been here for almost 2 hours. I forgot to ask for the exact time the suspicious character appeared, so I had to begin my stakeout before sunset. Now it's 8 PM and the stand looks like it's about to close. Is this another waste of time? Yeah, the foreigner gave me false information, but just as I'm finished my milk, someone approaches the stand. I jump out of cover. Daru!
Gege! Okari!
Yeah, Ogari! But I'm the one who's shocked, who's really shocked here.
ここで何をしている？
その言葉
そっくり返すぜ。
This is it. The storekeeper is looking at us funny, so we decided to change location.
それでダルよ。あの露店に何を頼もうとしていた？まさかタイターのピンバッジと同じものを偽造しようとしていたわけじゃないよな。
そのまさかであります。
Huh? The translation is off. He's saying it's exactly that. So that's what happened. Okay? Daru was the suspicious character the foreigner told me about. So all the stuff about judo, pro wrestling, and balloons was referring to Daru's size.
紛らわしいやつめ。
Damn, it was all for nothing. Okay? Good thing I didn't bring Susa along.
しかし、なぜ偽造などしようと？
Most probably like he's trying to like make her feel better.
いや、偽造ってわけじゃなくね。
Then?
似たようなものだろうが。
つまりさ、転ばぬ先の杖ってやつ？もしも天音氏の親父さんが見つかんなかったらかわいそうじゃん。だからその時は僕が作ったバッジを見せて、親父さんはいたんだって嘘だな。
Oh wait. Is this the chicken and the egg thing? Okay, so like, okay, let's start first, okay? So like, we first found about the badge, okay, because like I'll bring it, okay? But then now we can't find it, so now Daru is going to make a copy of it and then give it to her. So in other words, it's going to be like repeated again and again and again, okay? And then later on, it's going to be passed on to future Susa and stuff, right?
ぬか喜びさせるということか。
そういう言い方しなくてもよくね。世の中には2種類の嘘があって、ダメな嘘と優しい嘘があるんだぞ。
それは何のエロゲーから得た知識だ？
He's gonna say his title.
クラドナドナというエロゲーではなく、いわば人生と呼べるノベルゲーからです。ってやかましいわ。ダメかな。架空のタイターを作り上げる作戦。
そんなことをして鈴葉が喜ぶとでも思っているのか？
Kinda. The explanation suddenly turned sad.
これ天音氏からは誰にも言うなって言われてるんだけど。
But?
オカリンには話しとくよ。
What? He's got a big mouth as usual. Still, he seems that serious, so I better hear him out.
タイムマシーンを調べていて、天音氏から聞いたんだけど。
And what did you find out?
あのマシンは過去にしか飛べないらしいんだ。
Huh?
何？
At first, I don't understand what he means.
バカな。俺が知っているタイターのタイムマシンは未来方向にも飛べた。
実際に見たん？
見たわけじゃないが。
そもそもオカリンの言ってるタイターって2000年に現れたやつでしょ？僕はそんなタイター見たことも聞いたこともないけどな。
That's right. The title I know and Susa aren't necessarily the same person. Are you sure? Maybe. Although their time machines are similar, there are significant differences. For example, one looks like a Chevy. Maybe remember, like she said, like add in a few lies in them.
じゃあ本当に？
言ったら戻ってこられない。
Okay. Okay, let me think. Okay. So in other words, there might actually be two titles in this world line. Oh, wait. Let me think. Okay. Up until there should have been another Amani Susa, because like if she traveled back in time, they had to put that the original IBM 5100, right? Well, okay, we go first. I haven't.
それは、例えば1975年に飛んだらどうなる？今の 2010年には戻ってこられないのか？
That's why she decided to stop here. If she wanted to, she can just go back to 1975 and then come back to 2010. But instead, she stopped by in between.
戻ってくるには1975年から35年間をリアルタイムで生きないと。
Is he serious?
ということは 鈴葉はタイムマシンに乗って2036年に戻ることもできない。
だからさっきからそう言ってるじゃんか。
それはタイムマシンとしては欠陥品だろ。
そう、あのタイムマシンは未完成だって言ってた。
Incomplete?
セルンの技術をパクって天音氏の親父さんがこっそり独自に作ったものらしいんだけど、親父さんがセルンに殺されたせいで未完成のままなんだって。それでも過去には飛べるからちっとも問題ないって天音氏は笑ってたけどさ。
Remember when she said like the thing that actually gave her strength was actually the father's will, something like that?
それは確かな話なんだな。
本人がそう言ったし、天音氏が嘘をついてない限りはマジだと思うよ。つうわけで今この時代にタイムマシンの修理が終わるまでに親父さんと会っておかないと
Never meet him again.
もう二度と会う機会はないかもしんないじゃん。
So that's why he was trying to make a copy of that pin as evidence that his father was here.
だがやはり偽造は良くない。嘘は嘘だ。
バレなければ。
I waved Daru beside him and massaged my temples. Need to think. What difference does it make? True, Suza might be sad about missing a father, but that's none of my business. My top priority is Mayuri's safety. That's right. I mustn't let my emotions control me. I need to be more rational, more logical. That's the Japanese proverb, he who pursues two hares will catch neither. However, that sad smile on Suza's face. She sacrificed everything and like you're acting like this. Now I understand what it meant. I feel something tighten deep within my chest. The next day, as nightfall, I summoned all lab members except Kurisu to Radican. Why? Okay, maybe because she needs to finish the time leap machine. It's boiling hot on the rooftop even in the evening. When I provide Daru with the refreshing gift of cola, his sweaty face lightens up.
おお、オカリン。ここでキンキンに冷えたカロリーゼロのコーラの差し入れとか気が利きすぎだろう。
She repeated this already. Daru happily takes the cola and chugs it straight from the bottle. Afterwards, Daru and Suza start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away.
ねえねえオカリン、あの人工衛星がタイムマシンだったなんてびっくりしたね。
ああ、そうな。
ビルに突き刺さっちゃってるけど。
Yeah, I think we can skip. We've actually
操作がとっても難しいんだって。
We've actually gone through this
重
yesterday.
力うんたらかんたら装置。しかもね、1975年に行く時が心配だな。二人乗りだったらね、一緒に行って。
I think this
お前
part
と
was
一緒に行ってどうするのだ。
決まってるよ。すずさんの手をキューって握ってね。
she's just gonna be a burden for her.
マユシーが一緒だから大丈夫だよ。ねえねえオカリン、あのタイムマシンって名前はついてるのかな？
You know one thing? Why haven't we met any, certain time travelers? You know? It's one thing I was
気にな
wondering.
るならタイタンに直接聞けばいい。
そうだね。マユシーうっかりしてたよ。名前あった。 FG204 なんとかなんとかだって。っていうかね、ダルくんとすずさんって結構お似合いだと思わない？
She's not supposed to be born yet, okay?
ダルはそもそもフェイリス萌えだ。
He's repeating it all over again.
そっか。ねえねえ、マユシーもタイムマシ
Go
ン
ahead.
もっとよく見てきていいかな。
Okay, here we
橋
go.
バイタルってすごい。見た目は
We repeated this all over again.
さ、今言わないと機会を永遠に逃しちゃいそうだから言うけど。聞い
Uh-oh.
てる？
After a moment hesitation, I give a little nod.
さ、 君たちには本当に感謝してるんだ。初めてこの時代に来た時、この時代の
Yes,
方
let's
に
go.
でもさ、私が生ま
I
れ
just
る
want to see Okabe's reaction because we went through this all this.
本当だから。
I heard these words before, just like last time her tone is wistful.
あのマシンは過去にしか飛べないらしいんだ。
The truth I heard from Daru plays in my head in an endless refrain.
この時代に来ることができて、君たちと同じ時間を過ごせて、私本当に楽しかった。っていうか、君たちみんな揃いも揃って我が強くて、いつの間にか。
Yeah, we went through this.
2036年はさ、
I shake my head.
とにかくさ、喧嘩すら起きない。およ、その代わりみんな誰も覇気がなくて笑いはするけど、
Come on.
この前
Come on. Suza looks at the time machine. Daru and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another.
君のラボに出入りしてるみんなは椎名真由里も橋田いたり、私もこうして頑張れてるのもほんのちょっとでも。
Come on.
ラボメン
This time I know what that life. Now I know what that smile means.
ほんのちょっとの間でも君たちと一緒にいられてよかった。
Suza obviously knew that from the beginning if she traveled to 1975 she could never return.
岡部倫太郎、きっと未来を変えてね。今みたいな自由な世界に変えて。
The first time I heard her speak these words, I thought she was sentimental because she couldn't return to her original 2036. I was wrong. Forget about 2036, she can't even return here to 2010, not without living 35 years. She'll be 54 when 2010 comes around. The present us and the present Suza can never meet again. Well, should be able to live, okay? Now, this is what I'm saying, that there's a chance that there's two Armani Suza here, is that the one that actually put the IBM 5100 in the original timeline, okay, and you know, and her coming here. In other words, like there's two Armani Suza that shouldn't existed here because she was not supposed to be born yet, okay. The fifth, so like, is she somewhere here? Suza chose this mission, okay, to change the future, okay, to save Mayuri. Unless Suza travels to 1975, Mayuri will die. But then, what happened? What about Suza herself? When she leaves for 1975, she has to sacrifice everything she has here. How does she feel about that?
思い出を作ったことを後悔しているか。
どういうこと？
どうせ1975年へ行くのならば、この2010年において俺たちと仲良くならなければよかった。そうすればお前が捨てるべき生きてきた痕跡は一つで済んだ。お前は事実上2回自分の存在を殺すことになる。
もしかして橋田至から聞いた？
Damn, Suza's frown.
あいつもお前のことを心配。
たく、誰にも言うなって念を押しといたのに。
どうなんだお前は。
Of course she's definitely afraid, man.
1975年へ行くことについてどう思っている？
She's definitely afraid.
どうもこうもないよ。
Suza's expression suddenly hardens.
私は行かなきゃいけないんだ。それが私が選んだ道だし、父さんの意志でもある。
もし俺や誰が止めたら？
無視する。
Of course.
アットチャンネルでも言われた。私だけの考えで何億人にも影響を与えるような過去改変を行うとは何様だってね。でもさ、あんな未来にはなってほしくないから。私は君たちみたいに自由で笑い合って、時には喧嘩もして争いがあって悲しい時もある。そんな人生を 私が生まれた時代の人たちに送ってもらいたいし、未来を変えればきっと父さんも椎名真由里も君もセルンに殺されることなくなるだろうから。エゴかもしれないけど私は行く。
そのためならお前自身はどうなってもいいと。
何言ってんの。70年代だって悪くないよ。
Why?
そこでまた君たちみたいな愉快な友達を作って自由に生きていくよ。
Are you sure? Just like that, Suza is back to her usual self. But despite her cheerful smile, I am certain that her resolve was forged from fear and doubt, the likes of which few I can imagine. I was a fool to think that my words could sway her. Beneath the clear blue sky, the time machine comes to life. Daru repairs are complete. Mary and I helped drain the last of the water out of the cockpit. Time machine is still stuck in Radicon Wall, but that's a small matter. Daru gazes at the time machine with a satisfied expression. Mayuri is jumping for joy, and Kurisu, who ran over as soon as she completed the time machine, is visibly relieved. Meanwhile, Suza is struggling to attach her mountain bike to the time machine exterior. She likes it so much she wants to bring it to 1975. She get the money to do it. Okay, did she ask Tencho for for the money? But she did get it quite early on. Kurisu was worried that it might cause the time paradox. My heart is still heavy. Should I let Suza leave like this? I tried myself for the thought. It's not my choice to make. Suza isn't from this time. If she doesn't want to stay, then I have no reason to keep her from leaving. Suza finishes securing her bicycle and turns us with a soft smile. It's not the painful forced smile I saw yesterday. We don't perform a startup test. Activating the time machine would draw too much attention. Okay? We are just going to wing it. Fortunately, we have the time leap machine for insurance. My only regret is that we couldn't find her father.
みんな本当にサンキューね。なんてお礼を言っていいやら。マユシーたちのこと忘れちゃ嫌だよ。
俺なら僕とチュッチュしてください。
変態は自重しろ。
Then that man pats Suza on the shoulder and offers words of encouragement, each in his or her own way.
そうだ、これ。
What this? Offers me her father's badge. In the end, we could not decipher the inscription.
岡部倫太郎、これあげるよ。あのラボの片隅にでもいいからさ、置いといて。
お前。
Is she regretting her decision to leave? Is this pin meant to be proof that Amani Suza was here with us in this time?
ピンバッジのことだけどさ。
Hmm? What? Uh-oh. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
それと同じ図柄でラボ面みんなの分を作ったらどうかな。ラボ面の証っつうか。
ああ、それすっごくいいか
もだよ。珍しく気が利くじゃない。
珍しく。
なんかそういう使い方してもらえると私としては照れちゃうな。
つうわけなんで画像はもう撮ったし、そのバッジは天音が持ってってよ。親父さん。
Oh, shit. I stay silent, there's nothing I can say. I could stop Suza from leaving if I tried. But unless she goes, I can't save Mayuri.
はいはい、パンパカパーン。ここでマユシーから重大な発表があります。
What is it? Raise her hand and calls for attention. As usual, she's completely fails to sense the gravity of the situation, though I suppose it's our fault for not telling her the truth about Suza's time machine. In any case, she has my attention. What could her announcement be? Could Mayuri find out that she's fated to die? I'm quickly glanced at Kurisu, but she seems just as confused as I am. Then what is it?
マユシーはですね、すずさんのお父さん見つけました。
What the hell?
は
What?
マジ
Pops out her chest proudly.
会いたいよね。というわけで、今日はお父さんに来ていただいてます。どこ？
Everyone, including me, starts looking around. Mighty has us hook, line, and sinker. I scan the empty event hall, but there's no one else here. Where could he be?
それでは発表します。すずさんのお父さんはドゥルルルルルルルルルルルルルルル、
うお、セルフドラムロール？
ジャクジャン。すずさんのお父さんは
Yeah, we know who it is actually. Thanks to that one big clue that we found out yesterday. Mighty flashes Suza a grin.
ダルくんです。
See? She thrusts her finger at Daru. Our mouth drop. After awkward silence comes an awkward laughter.
そのロジックはジョークになってないでしょう。そもそもこの変態が結婚なんてできるわけないし。
その言い草ひどくね？
ひどくね？
クリスティーナの言い草に全面的に同意する。ダルは30歳を超えて魔法使いにクラスチェンジするのが確定だ。
Okay.
お前ら少しは自重しろ。でも事実だから反論できない。
Seriously. Daru falls to his hand and knees, devastated. As for Suza herself, she clearly doesn't know how to react.
そもそも私の父さんこんなに太ってなかったよ。
How did you know?
もうみんなダルくんに冷たいよ。
うわ、僕をかばってくれるのはマユシだけだよ。なんという天使。さては僕に惚れてるな。
Seriously. Harsh.
マユシーの推理だとダルくんは絶対にすずさんのお父さんなの。
How are you sure? Well, I do
じゃあ
know.
聞かせてよ。どう証明したのか。
But that's a couple. Let's just see if she got it right.
ピンバッジに書いてある文字のことをね、ずっと考えてたんだ。
You know one thing? Remember yesterday I said like I'm surrounded by idiots that they didn't realize it? Maybe we'll see that if she can find, she can break that, spell.
じーって見てたら7010の7の部分がちょ
Yep.
っと変だなって気づいて、
Yeah.
これはね7じゃなくて2なんだよ。下の横棒がかすれて消えちゃってるだけ。
The lamp fell off the bottom.
本当に？
Yeah. It's fine. It doesn't look like 7, you know?
小さすぎてよくわかんないけど、デジカメで撮った画像を拡大するとね、気づくよ。
What do you mean?
2010って西暦のこと？まさに今年のことじゃない。
だったら最初のアルファベットは何を意味するんだ？
Okay, OSHM -A 7010. Okay, that's what is described on the
簡単
pin.
だよ。岡部、椎名、橋田、牧瀬でもって天音。
Oh, Lukaku is not here. It was right in front of us all along. We just didn't know where to look.
これラボ面の頭文字じゃん。
頭文字じゃん。
2010年って言ったら何かなって考えたらね、ラボ面の年だって思って。
Okay. The year of the lab man? Oh, but why that logo?
未来ガジェット研究所ができたのは 今年だもん。そういうことか。でね、すずさんから聞いた未来の話にはオカリンとクリスちゃんの話は出てくるけど、ダルくんの話はちっとも出てこなかったでしょ。
Okay.
それを言うならマユシだって。
Yeah, because okay, think about it. Okay, maybe she died in that time, like, you know, because of all this and it transpired to that. Okay. But Okabe, we know a reason why. Because that Okabe, he became the infamous terrorist. So we can't. That's something that you can't overlook. And Chris also the same. Because she's dubbed as the mother of all, you know, of the time machine, time traveling and stuff. The other observation startles me. It's an obvious thing to wonder about, but it strikes too close to home.
マユシーはラボメンだけど、タイムマシンは作れないし、争い事も好きじゃないから。
She died. No, the reason there aren't any stories about Mayuri is because she dies in a few hours. Only Kurisu, Suza, and I know that, and we say nothing.
でもね、ダル君はスーパーハッカーだし、オカリンの右腕だし、電話レンジちゃんだってオカリンとダル君の2人で作ったんだから、名前が出てこなくちゃおかしいと思うの。
名前が出てこない。すなわち名前を偽っているっていうことね。
すずさんがいたレジスタンスを作った人の中にはオカリンとバレルタイターさんもいたんでしょ。
Yes, found the resistance. This is one first clue.
で、2010年の秋葉にいた人で、
Okay.
タイムマシンを独自に研究できる人で、
Yes.
オカリンのリーディングシュークリームを
リーディングしたいな。
シュークリームでいい。
それについて知ってる人ね、ダルくんならぴったりでしょ。
Wait, don't forget the wizard class hacker.
確かに。
それにね、すずさんがお父さんと会おうとしていた日のこと覚えてる？
Yes.
タイムマシンオフ会に行けばお父さんに会えると思ったんだよね。
We know that because we tell her.
ちなみにダルくんもそのオフ会に行こうとしてたでしょ。
I told you we are surrounded by
あれ
idiots.
は日本 SF 史を語る上で重要なオフ会だったんだ、マジで。まあ天音氏の尾行ついでに潜り込めたからラッキーだったけど。
Well, they should have went there. He should have went there. Like maybe he, you know, get a few, you know, spark of ideas being at the convention. But they stopped him. So yeah, I don't remember that. It must have happened because the email I sent. This is the curse of reading Steiner. Although I keep my memories from the previous world line, I don't require memories of the events of the new world lines.
父さんからそのオフ会の話を聞いたことがあって、子供の頃のことだからうろ覚えだったけど、
Wait.
行けば会えるかなって思ったんだ。
Wait. Your father was alive, and you don't ask, you know, the name of your father when, you know, back at that time?
じゃああの会場で僕に会ってたらそれで解決だったって話？
Yeah.
どうかな。その時点では橋田至お父さんだとは認識できなかったかも。
Yeah. Still, the evidence keeps piling up.
あとね、タイムマシンの名前 FG204 なんとかかんとかって言うんだけどFG204 セカンドエディションバージョン 2.31
There we go. Second edition version. When we got that, yeah, that's him.
そのネーミングセンスは間違いなくダル。
それに FG はね、きっとフューチャーガジェットの略だと思うんだ。
So Suzu's time machine is future gadget number 204.
最後に名前バレルタイターさんはね、ダルくんしか考えられないよ。
そういえば昨日の夜、マユリからバレルの意味を教えてって聞かれたけど。
ダル。
バレルはね、 樽って意味なんだよね、クリスちゃん。
樽？
ん？樽？樽？ダル！
I'm surrounded by idiots, right?
ダジャレ？でねでね、すずさん、橋田至るって10回言ってみて。なんで？言えばわかるよ。橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る。今、ダイターって聞こえなかった？
聞こえた。
橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る、橋田至る。
マジで？
マジで？
マジです。
マジです。I can't believe it. But with all this evidence laid out in front of me, I can't deny it either. Everyone jaws drop. Only this time we are staring at Daru and Suzuha.
とってもお似合いの親子だと思うな。
プラシーボ効果かしらね。言われてみれば二人が似てるような気もしてきた。
お手柄だな。名探偵椎名真由里だ。
No, just that we're surrounded by idiots. That wizard hacker, like, that's something that, you know, Okabe would have you know, named. Like, you should have realized it by then. That's the biggest clue, and you didn't even realize it. Oh my god. You know, I'm way past disappointed, man, when I see that they didn't realize about that. Oh my god. Okay, let's back to.
名探偵？そんなこと言われたの初めてだよ。
It's because you're surrounded by idiots. She's such a ditz most of the time. Maybe she's more perceptive than anyone knows.
ああ、娘？天音氏が僕の？
The other eyes wide open, points at Suzuha while flapping his lips like a fish out of water.
父さん。
そういう時はパパと呼びなさい。
It's creepy, man. Freaking creepy.
こんな時ぐらい変態はやめろよ。
父さん。
Tries to hold back her tears but can't. They fall and get tears roll down her cheek. Seeing this, Daru stops joking and lets Suzuha speak.
私、来たよ。父さんに会うために。父さんが作ったタイムマシンに乗って。父さんのやろうとしていたことを私が絶対やり遂げるから。だから見ててほしい。
見てるよ。絶対見てるよ。
Suzuha walks up to Daru and hugs him gently. Daru's awkward but firmly hugs her back. Father and daughter reunited across time. I'm truly glad we could bring them together.
ちなみに君の母さんは可愛かった？ロリ顔で背が小さくてだけど巨乳ってのを希望。
それは内緒にしとく。
The only person I can think of is fairies, you know.
さてと。
Fairies.
これでこの世界線への未練はきれいさっぱり断ち切れたから。そろそろ行くよ。
待て！もう行くのか？父親と積もる話があったりしないのか？
What am I doing? Suzuha's mind is set. I know that nothing I can say will convince her to stay. It's madness to even try. If she stays, Mayuri dies. I know that. Why am I trying to stop her?
私は大丈夫。きっと IBN5100 を手に入れてみせるから。
She looks at us with a face of a warrior.
未来を変えるのは君たちにかかってる。私は荷物をこの秋葉原に絶対持ってくるから。お願い。未来を変えてほしい。
Nobody speaks, nobody nods. We don't have the words. But she sees it in our faces. Resolve. Suzuha has entrusted us with her will and her mission. We meet her gaze, each of us silently swear to protect them to the end. The future Suzuha came from is not the future we desire. In Suzuha's future, Daru and I fought to change it. This time, we'll make sure it never happens. Mairi will live, Kurisu will be free. Suzuha will grow knowing her father. We must change the future, that all these things may come to pass.
それじゃ35年後に会おうね。君たちにとっては数時間後か。あ、そうそう。タイムマシンが時間跳躍するとき、紫外線光がすごいから直視しない方がいいよ。
With that final warning, Suzuha boards the time machine. She waved once, then the hatch closed behind her. Moments later, the time machine comes to life. Shrill alarm. There are no other sounds. It makes less noise than I expect. People on the street below start shouting and cheering at the satellite's sudden activity. They all look up and point. The phone vibrates. I quickly take it out and open it. It's the mail from Suzuha. Goodbye. When I failed to stop her on a previous word line, she sent me the same exact message before leaving. But this time, the word holds a completely different meaning. I lift my eyes from the message to see the space and around the time machine begin to warp. A cocoon of light appears and envelops the fuselage. I squint my eyes against the brilliance.
Suzuha.
We will never see her again. Not this Suzuha. We will see her as an old lady. Dang. Yes, we can seek her out in our time. I know that I will make the effort. But the next time we meet, an immense gulf of time has divided us. No matter how hard we wished it were different, she will not be the girl we knew. All of a sudden, Daru takes a step into the light.
Suzuha! きっとまた会おうな。僕その時まで頑張るから。頑張るだなんてとっさにこんな言葉しか出なくて、自分のボキャブラリーの貧弱さが嫌になるけどさ。とにかく僕は頑張るから。Suzuhaも頑張ってな。
頑張ってな。His words probably can't reach her anymore. As the light grows more and more intense, I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Bathed in the radiant particles, the cocoon slowly unfurls. Ding! The next thing I know, Suzuha's time machine has vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Redican's wall. Should we get away? The police should be here soon, you know. The air is thick with the smell of ozone and seems to pulse softly where the time machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot while the summer breeze blows gently past, as if the wind were the fate itself. Wait. He didn't, one funny thing is that Okabe, he didn't, suffer the vertigo. He should have suffered it, right? Okay, if the divergence actually changed, so in another words, did she fail? Okay, I think they should check the divergence meter, I hope. In about an hour, Moika's group will attack the lab. Before that happens, we need to acquire the IBM 5100 that Suzuha went to 1975 to obtain. A time machine sudden disappearance has thrown the area into chaos, which makes it easy for us to slip out unnoticed. See you in 35 years, Suzuha said. 54-year-old Suzuha should be here in Akiba. Before she left, we decided that the time machine disappearance would be her cue to bring IBM 5100 to the lab. But when we return to the lab, there's no 54-year-old woman waiting for us. It seems Suzuha hasn't come yet. Kurisu gasps for breath while Mayuri calmly munches on a banana. As I check the lab for any sign of Suzuha, a line of red numbers catches my eye. The meter is 0.337187. Divergence. Yeah, that's one thing. Reading silently activate this time, so I suspected that might be the case. let's think this through. I thought that divergence would change the instant Suzuha obtained the 5100 in 1975, but maybe there's something else that needs to happen. Will it change the instance that hands me the 5100, or will it change when we use the IBM 5100 to delete the emails from SERN's database? At any rate, all we can do is now wait for Suzuha to arrive.
今はさ、鈴葉は54歳になってるわけっしょ。
After catching his breath, Daru speaks.
自分の娘が30以上も年上になってるのって見たいような見たくないような変な気分だお。
それどころか結婚してもう孫がいてもおかしくないわね。
つまり僕はこの年にしてひ孫の姿を拝めるとどんな顔していいかわかんねえ。
ひいおじいちゃんらしくドーンって構えてればいいと思うよ。
ひいおじいちゃんって言わんでくれ。
By the way, it's not grandpa, great grandpa, okay? Uh-oh. Moment of truth. It must be Suzuha. Everyone looks at me with a strange mixture of anticipation and anxiety as slowly opens the door.
Oh, Okabe.
What the hell? Instead of an old woman, we got a wall of muscle. Our disappointment is palpable.
なんだ。
なあ、うちのバイト来てないか。
Mr. Brown peeks into the lab.
すずさんならね、35年前。
Shut up, Mayuri!
Shut up! Chris covers Mayuri's mouth.
なんか知ってんのか？あいつどこ行ったんだよ。
We'll never see.
ここ数日ずっと休みっぱなしで、次にいつバイト出るかわかんねえんだよな。携帯に電話しても繋がらねえし。
We don't have the time for this, but I can't just order him to leave. Not unless I want another cracked skull.
彼女は実家に帰ると言っていましたよ。
At least.
もうここには来ないでしょう。
何？そうなのか？あのガキ、雇い主である俺には一言もなしか。
The future is changing. Is this proof? On my previous leaps, Mr. Brown never came by the lab. This must be related to Suzuha's trip to 1975. Surely it's a good sign. Not really. As long as the attractive field doesn't amend history again. Mr. Brown sighs, then turns to me with a serious expression.
まあいいわ。こうして訪ねてきたのは岡部。おめえに用が。
俺に？
He hands me an envelope. It's addressed to Okabe Rinta, but there's no stamp or postmark. The name Hashida Suzu is written on the back.
これは？
前に俺が世話になった人からの手紙だ。今日お前に渡してくれって頼まれてた。
What?
え？
Ooh.
おめえこそすずさんとはどういう関係なんだ？
Suzu-san. Of course. The name on the back reads Hashida Suzu. Hashida is Daru's
こ
surname.
の女性は今どこに？
いや、10年前に亡くなった。
Wait, she died at 44? She died at 44? What?
亡くなった。
Is dead? A wave of dizziness nearly sweeps me off my feet.
いくつぐらいの人だった？
50は超えてなかったな。
Yeah, that's right.
渡してくれて感謝します、ミスター・ブラウン。
Maybe like time traveling, have, like very bad radiation on you. And that's what caused.
これもしかしてすず。
マジで？なんで店長が？
Mr. Brown clearly doesn't understand our reaction, and we are not about to explain. I thank him again, he grumbles a bit and leaves. As soon as he's gone, I break the seal and open the envelope. Inside is a handwritten letter. The characters are slightly messy, as if her hand was shaking as she wrote it. Our eyes transfixed, begin to read.
岡部倫太郎様、お久しぶりです。天音鈴葉です。橋田タイターの娘です。あなたにとってはつい数時間前以来のことかもしれない。
Okay.
今は西暦2000年の6月13日です。 これをあなたが読んでいる。だいたい10年前ということになります。結論だけ書く。失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した。
I feel. I feel.
私は失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した。私は失敗した失敗。今は西暦2000年の6月14日です。
He's suicided?
これをあなたが読んでいる。だいたい9年前10年前になります。失敗した。私が私だということを思い出したのはほんの1年前だった。恐怖の大王が落ちるとか言われてた日。
What?
バカだバカだ。何が恐怖の大王だ。どうせなら落ちてくれればよかった。私はこの24年間記憶を失っていた。覚えていたのは名前ぐらいだった。思い出したのはほんの1年前だった。恐怖の大王が落ちると言われて落ちなかった日。
What's that?
恐怖の大王なんてどこにもいないけど私は死にたい。修理が完全じゃなかった。タイムマシンは不具合があった。私は1975年に飛んだ時何も覚えていなかった。
Okay, thing is, now it's time to use a time leap machine. You know, like, start back over again.
それを今になって思い出す私は真っ白でどうしたらいいか分からず施設に保護された。今は一人暮らしをしているけどそれは橋田鈴というまっさらな人間として普通に生活してきただけで天音鈴葉としての使命は完全に忘れていて去年思い出した。失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した。私は失敗。何が原因なの。タイムトラベルはうまくいかなかった。父さんの修理が完全じゃなかったんだ。でも父さんは悪くない。私が悪いんだ。まっすぐ1975年へ飛んでいればよかった。2010年に寄り道するべきじゃなかった。わがままを言ってる場合じゃなかった。これじゃ未来は変わらない。 IBN5100 は手には入れられなかった。ごめんごめんね。私は何のためにこの年まで生きてきたんだろう。
He suicide after that.
使命を忘れてただのうのうと生きてきた。こんな人生何の意味もない。意味がない意味がない意味がない。思い出さなければよかった。思い出せてよかった。君に謝ることができてよかった。許して許して許して許して許して許して。私の計画は狂ってしまった。その原因をこの1年考え続けていた。そして分かった。私が1975年へ飛ぶのを1日でもためらわなければこんなことにはならなかった。岡部倫太郎、君はあのタイムマシンオフ会の後1975年へ飛ぼうとした私を引き止めた。それはとても嬉しかったけど、でもそこで引き止めたのは失敗だったんだ。私はあの日飛ばなければならなかったんだ。あの日を逃したらダメだったんだ。引き止められたからその夜に雷雨があってタイムマシンが壊れてしまったんだ。もしも時間を戻せるならあの日の私を引き止めないようにしてほしい。そうすれば私は君たちに IBN5100 を届けられる。使命を果たせる。私は
使命を果たしたい。父さんと約束したから。父さんの意志だから。私の未来を変えたいから。ごめん。ごめん。ごめん。こんな人生は無意味だった。
Uh-oh. My hands curl, crumpling the page, realized that I'm crying. Suza failed? She lost her memory? Her life was meaningless? This can't be happening. Nobody says a word. Their faces, like mine, are frozen in disbelief. I turn to Daru. He's whiter than a sheet.
Daru. Time machine wa 直したんじゃなかったのか?
He did fix it, but we don't know because, like, how can he know? This is his, you know, future technology.
直ってたはずだよ。はずだけど、そもそもタイムマシンを直すのなんて初めてだったし。
Yeah.
見落としたと。そのせいでお前の娘は24年間も記憶を失ったのだぞ。
You fucking idiot. You the one who stopped her, okay? You want to like piss off at him?
僕だって好きで見落としたわけじゃ。
そうよ。二人とも落ち着きなさい。橋田はできる限りのことを精一杯やった。彼を責めるのはお門違いよ。
Yep.
お前はなんでそんなに冷静なんだ。
こういう性格なの。悪かったな。とにかく落ち着け。
Idiots. It's not Daru's fault, I know that. But I can't end like this. You can't. What was Suza feeling when she wrote this letter? Suicide. I look again at the words scrawled upon the page. Every character resonant with despair. I wanted to welcome her back with a smile. Instead, this. Suza is dead. 10 years gone. Wait, how did she die? Don't tell me. Mr. Brown must know what happened. Suicided. I run to the window and check the street. Mr. Brown is outside closing the shop.
Mr. Brown!
I run downstairs.
お、岡部。例のラジカンの人工衛星消えたってよ。大騒ぎらしいぜ。
Well, maybe that's why, like, maybe that's why he, you know, ran the place basically like cheaply to him. Maybe that's why.
そんなことより聞かせてく。
ん？なんだ？
橋田すずさんの亡くなった状況について。
Suicided.
知ってどうする？
He looks at me hard. I met his stare unflinching.
俺は今まで彼女の死について何も知らなかった。彼女の最後を知っておかなければならない。そんな気がするんです。そうしなくちゃいけないんだ。それがどんな最後だったにしろ。
That's why I was like saying, like, I feel weird why he didn't receive, you know, he didn't get vertigo, you know, right after she left.
単なる好奇心ってわけじゃなさそうだな。で、もう一度聞くが、すずさんとはどういう関係だ？
Don't say anything, don't say anything.
知り合いです。
That's all I can say.
とても古い知り合いで。でも、彼女と過ごしたわずかな時間は、今もはっきり思い出すことができるんです。聞かせてください。
あまり言いたくはないんだがな。これから俺が言うことは。
That's why like he's been so quiet. If it's like say, oh, she died of cancer, like he might just, you know, like be a bit somber about it, but we're about to hear about it. I slowly nod, and then I get my answer.
自殺だ。
See? The word drops on my heart like an anvil. My knees give up. I collapse to the pavement. Suicide.
自宅で首をつってな。俺が第一発見者だ。
Uh-oh. My life was meaningless. I recall the last word she wrote in her letter, words of unimaginable despair. She didn't deserve so bleak an end.
そんなことになる1年ぐらい前から精神的に随分不安定になってな。それまでは明るくて優しい人だったんだが、俺はあの人の家に下宿させてもらってたんだ。
So she's the one who made the line to the SERN. Damn.
スズさんは天涯孤独だったし、葬式にはほとんど人は来なかった。寂しいもんだったぜ。さっきの手紙はスズさんが死ぬ1週間前に渡された。2010年の今日になったら岡部倫太郎という青年に渡してくれってな。スズさんは予知能力でも持ってたのかと思ったぜ。おめえが上に越してきた時はな。
Enough. I can't take it anymore. I tried to stand, but my legs betray me. I stumble, but before I fall, a small body supports my shoulder.
おかり、大丈夫？
Mayuri. You must be taking all her strength to hold me up. Did Mayuri hear how Suzuha died? Her eyes are wet, her lips are trembling. Still, she's the one supporting me. Mayuri and I bow deeply to Mr. Brown and return to the lab. When we get back, Daru is seated at his computer, head on the table. Kurisu is standing in front of the TV, watching excited reporters talk about Radican. The disappearance of the satellite was huge news, obviously. The lounge is silent, save for the TV. I look at the table. The divergence meter still haven't changed. It reads 0.337187. It hasn't changed since Suzuha left. What went wrong? I can't go back 10 years with time leap machine. I can't do anything with Suzuha. You can go back to right before she left and I say, hey, we need some time. Okay? Let us fix it properly. So like, should have done that. Do you need me to tell you that? Don't surrender, my idiot. Should I have stopped her from leaving after all? Maybe this tragedy wouldn't have happened. No, if you did that, then Mayuri's gonna die. No, what choice did I have? I can't save Mayuri without the IBM 5100, so I had to travel to 1975. I consider my options. What if I redo these 2 days again? Could Daru fix the time machine so this doesn't happen? Is fixing the time machine even possible? Daru's skills are second to none, and the time machine was built by his own hand 26 years in the future. It seems logical that he will be able to fix it, but look at it another way. It took Daru 26 years to learn enough to build the time machine, and he had to reverse engineer CERNs to do it. Maybe it's unreasonable to expect our Daru to perform flawless repairs in 2 days. In that case, I have Daru use the time leap machine and repeat these 2 days until he repairs it? No, he has to start from scratch each time. 2 days aren't enough. I collapse onto the sofa and bury my face in my hands. Mayuri sits next to me and gently rubs my back. Okay, simple. Let Daru time leap this time. Or you time leap, but before that you ask Daru to brief you on how to fix it. I recall what Suzuha wrote. Let me leave. The email I sent. Could it be the cause? The original world line? Suzuha left to 1975 after failing to meet her father. Unsatisfied with that outcome, I sent a email to convince myself to follow Suzuha and prevent her from leaving. As a result, she remained in 2010 for an additional 4 days. But that night, the time machine was damaged by a thunderstorm. If I hadn't followed Suzuha that day, if I hadn't sent that email to myself, her time machine would not have malfunctioned. She would have arrived safely in 1975. The solution is obvious. I need to cancel that email. But can I really do that? If I change the past so that Suzuha leaves, won't that undo the 4 days we spent together? Kinda. Our frantic search through the streets of Akiba. Her heartfelt confession on the roof of Radican. A tearful reunion with her father Daru. All of it will be undone. Oh yeah, that's why. If they don't have enough time. So in other words, this is the only way. Yep. I look up in surprise. Uh-oh. Bomb threat! Threat! Oh boy. It's gonna happen. Damn, Moeka man will be here any minute. There's no time to think. No time to hesitate. I run downstairs, break into the round tube workshop, and turn on the 42-inch CRT. Then I return to the lab, activate the time leap machine.
Okabe, どうするつもり?
Carissa demands answer, I can see the fear in her eyes.
なんとかしなければならない。このままでいいはずはないんだ。
岡部。
You'll be losing 2 this time.
無茶はダメだよ。
Don't try to stop me, Mayuri. I can't let this stand. There are 2 options. I can cancel the D-mail that convinced me to pursue Suza, sending a contradictory D-mail that should do the trick, or I can time it again to prevent Suza from leaving. I mean the first one. Use the D-mail. But really just one. I think probably that we need to save. Hesitation is unforgivable. We must do. Stop pursuit. Last mail. Is SERN trapped? Okay, he will definitely believe this. Wait, is it enough? 36 bytes?
クリス、お前は日付を正確に覚えている特技があったな。
ええ、まあ。
鈴葉の励まし会をやったのはいつだ？
4日前、8月9日。
August 9.
おかり、D メールを送るの。でもそうしたら全部消えちゃうんだよ。
If you don't, you're going to die. 4 days. It may not sound much, but in that time, we forged a definite bond with Suza. To send this email is to sever that bond. I know that, but this is the only choice I have. I set the phone wave to 97 hours ago. This email should arrive a few hours before the first. After the first. Now I just need to send it. Save Mayuri. That is my purpose. This is what drove me to leap through time. I do whatever it takes to save her. He's gonna suffer vertigo. This is just one more sacrifice. Erase the time you spent with Suza. Destroy whatever bond you had. Send the email. Push the button. Isn't that what Suza wants? You'll be saving her from 25 years of loneliness, from ending her life in utter despair. Save Suza, save Mayuri. This is the right thing to do. This is right. But is it really? Is erasing the memories the right thing to do? Isn't that just running away from reality? Shouldn't I try to leaping first? Maybe there's another way. What should I do? You remember, even if we leap and like have extra time, the rounders are still gonna hit them. So basically there's no other choice. Stop, you're starting to doubt. Never doubt. I don't know the answer, but I need to reach the conclusion or else I can't do it. Can't send this email. I think on an impulse I don't. Oh, come on, you damn idiot. You damn idiot.
解放はあるの？
I ignore her and bit down my lip. The world twists, my legs shake. I cover my eyes and wait for my senses to return to normal. 1,000 emotions stampede through my skull, then fade away. I stare vacantly at Kurisu, who is in front of me. At first, I can't hear over the buzzing in my ears, but little by little, her voice becomes clear.
ほら、ふらついてるじゃない。まだ2日目なのに。そんなに疲れててどうすんのよ。
Thrust a finger like an angry school teacher.
ピンバッジはきっと見つかる。それより、あんたにぶっ倒れられたら、私はともかく、まゆりが心配するでしょ。少しは自分の体もいたわりなさい。
Timely work.
わかってる。
I nodded to Kurisu and collapsed to the sofa. I couldn't sacrifice either of them. In a sense, I'm running away. But there was no other. There is another choice! Chris! You ignored that! I would wait to today's Suza and Mayuri both. In 2 days, Mayuri will die, and Suza will be lost to the past. If these 2 days were all we have left, all I can do is repeat them forever. Let these 2 days be the rest of my life. Wait, what? I pushed down pedals and began to ascend up Harumi Bridge. the spokes revolve rhythmatically, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
気持ちいいね。
なんで僕がこんなことに付き合わなきゃいけ
同感だわ。っていうか、風強すぎ。
You're supposed to fix the damn time machine. Fucking coward. Coward. Fucking coward. That's the one you can say.
ラル君はね、メタボだからもっと運動しておくべきだと思うよ。
デブオタ上等
Leading in the way terrific face is Suza on her trusty mountain bike.
いい景色だな。
From here you can see across Tokyo Bay all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Akiba and the jumbo lot sprawl in Tokyo are 2 hours right behind us. Here on this artificial island there are only skyscrapers and vacant lots, one extreme or the other. One time I took the bus to Akiba after Komima. I already know how close it was, but I never thought it would come back here by bike. Except for Suzuha, we are all using rental cycles. I wanted a change of pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed this cycling expedition. Of course, I already know who the pin belongs to and who Suzuha's father is, but I have chosen not to tell anyone. Come on, you are just going to repeat this whole damn thing again! Coward. If all at all possible, I want to spend these 2 days in peace. Do you want her to be depressed again?
出発するまではさ、ただの時間の無駄遣いと思ってたけど、たまにはこういう時間も必要な生き物なんだね、人間って。
Dude. And then later when Mayu died, I didn't do anything. It all stems from your fucking choices. Oh my god.
私はタイムリープマシンを作ってる方が楽しい。
And then later, if you can't time leap, then what are you going to do? Oh my god. I'm getting more and more pissed at Okabe, you know.
引きこもりが最強だと今日証明されました
Dude, you realize the consequence of your actions. Because like, okay, the time leap machine, you know, is supposed to be done on 13, okay, so the next day at 2 p.m. If you don't, then later, okay, if they storm in, she still haven't finish it? What would happen then? Did you even think about it, you idiot?
二人ともグダグダだね。だらしないな。そんなんじゃ生き残れないよ。
Yuisu and Daru are exhausted while Suza and Mairi are still going strong. I already know the distance between Akiba and Ariake, so I'll be able to pace myself in order to conserve energy.
水は自動販売機はまだ今ならコップ一杯分の水のために人殺しもできそうだお
残念ながらこの橋を含めてあと2つ橋を渡らないとコンビニはない。
マジで無理もう
オカリン詳しいんだね。この辺来たことあるの？
ああ、何度もな。
How long have I been living in this close loop of time? It's already been getting hard to keep track of the days, so instead I think in 2-day cycles. This should be the 4th cycle. This time, I only know that Mayuri is fated to die. By keeping that secret, I allow us to spend these time like normal kids. You are just gonna let her die, you know this. This cycling expedition is part of that. Suza and Mayuri enjoyed the ride, so I make sure we do it each time I repeat the loop. Our current destination is Tokyo Big Sight, the massive convention center in Ariake. In a few days, it'll be home to Komima, the world's largest doujinshi marketplace event.
ここまで来ればビッグサイトはすぐだ。あと10分もしないうちに着くだろう。
Wait, he repeated this 4 times? This cycling event 4 times?
その前に休憩を
He's a big He's a big ass coward, man. Big ass coward. He was still on his bike. He rests his body against the guardrail separating us from the road. I turn up next to Daru's bike.
そのままの格好でいると危ないぞ。体を起こせ。
ちょっと休ませてよ。
危ないんだと言っているだろう。
You're mad at him for not fixing it properly, and yet he's screwing it up here. Seriously, I really can't. My anger towards Okabe is like.
わかったから。
It's at a boiling point now. Huge truck speed past. The gust of wind left it in its wake nearly bowls us over. The bridge sways beneath our feet. It probably wouldn't have hit him anyway, but still, best to be careful.
オカリンのおかげで助かった。
なんかね、今のおかげ、
See?
未来が見えてたみたいだったね。
D メールでも使ったんでしょ。
Yep. Mayuri's innocent smile. Okay. Green. Okay. To them it's a joke, but they are not mistaken. The only thing I got, okay, I didn't send a D mail, I time leap. Okay, Suza and our eyes, Suza meet mine. Okay, she was laughing a moment ago. Now she looks confused, uncertain. I avert my eyes.
聖地よ、私は帰ってきた。
Daru, his vigor restored. Wait, he needs to go back again, right?
人がいない時に来るのって初めてだよ。
こんなに広かったのね。なのにコミマ中は人で埋め尽くされるとか。
Big sight.
ありえない。
In the emptiness, it is easy to see how truly majestic Big Sight is. At Komima, when you are wading through the sea of people, it's just another big building.
ねえねえ、マユシーはお腹空いちゃった。
近くにファミレスあるべ。そこで一休みしようよ。
帰りも同じ距離を走らないといけないのよね。それを考えたら鬱だ。
Okay, Daru's gonna be like, what? The three of them go searching for a family restaurant. Suza is still gazing at Big Sight.
鈴葉、どうした？
I asked the question, though I already know how she will answer. She's excited to see Big Sight in real life.
ビッグサイト、生で見られて感動。
Suza's eyes are shining.
2036年にはさ、ビッグサイトってなくなっちゃってるんだよね。より大規模な埋め立て計画の一環で、もっと大きなイベント会場がゴロゴロしてる。ドームだってあの辺に移転してきてるし。
Suza points to the middle of Tokyo
で
Bay.
もさ、さっき橋田至が言ってたけど、ここって聖地扱いされてるんだよね。コミマっていうすごいイベントがあるんでしょ。私の母さんもそのイベントに参加してて、そ
Ooh, that's
こで
new.
父さんと会ったんだって話してくれたよ。
なるほど。お前の母親は不女子だった可能性があるな。
だからさ、ずっと見たかったんだよね。ありがとう、岡部倫太郎。ちょっとだけ父さんに近づけた気がする。
A sharp pain stabs my heart. I know whom Suza. He's right over there. But I won't tell her. Not until the afternoon of 13 when the time leap machine is complete. For now, I just want to prolong these 2 days. You are not going to achieve anything!
オカリー、すずさん、早く早く。ほら、呼んでる。行こうよ。私もお腹空いちゃった。
Somehow I managed to force a smile. Today was fun. Tomorrow will be fun. Every day will be fun. Forever. Better ascend to Harumi Ridge. Wait, he's repeating it again?
気持ちいい。
同感だ。
ダル君はね。
He's
デ
repeating
ブ
it.
オタ上等。
Wait.
いい景色だな。
Yeah, he's repeating it again.
事故が起きたわけじゃないし、通報しても無意味でしょ。
ああ、ビビった。 つうかなんなんあのトラック。
Staring at my hand. I'm glad it ended as something to laugh about, but what was I thinking just now? I began this loop so that no one would be hurt. So that Mayuri would live and Suzuki would never go back in time. Even just now, I was ready to watch Daru die.
怪我はない？
危ね
Okay, find out. Different. Okay, what? Wait. It's supposed to happen here, right?
そのままの格好で
I saw my thoughts through dark suddenly slipped into my mind. What will happen if I don't pull Daru back? Will the truck catch on Daru's fat? Will it send him flying like a rag doll? Will it take off his head? Will its blood spray from the top like a crimson fountain? Will the girl scream, I wonder? Let's find out. What difference does it make if Daru dies? I can just time leap again. See? This is what happened. Go back to the start. Daru will be as good as new. Besides, everyone needs to live spice in their life. For these 2 days, I'm God. I can choose who lives and... The sound of... Okay? See? Some part of me wanted it to happen.
岡部倫太郎？
I cover in reflex upon hearing my name. Suzuki is staring at me. There are questions in her eyes. She can't have heard my dark thoughts just now. And yet, I feel like she can see right through me.
顔色悪いよ。
オカリン、僕よりガクブルしてるとかおかしくね？
See? His cowardness. That's why I get pissed off at him.
何しろスーパーハカーに死なれては我がラボは大打撃だからな。
I use a purposely extravagant tone to cover up my guilty thoughts and start paddling. Kurisu understand. Kurisu understand. And she probably not be saying, "Understand you do it."
休憩は終わりだ。行くぞ。
I am this world's observer. Nothing can escape my subjectivity. Everything and everyone exists as I will it. Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru, even Susuha. Here we can live peace in harmony. None of us ever need to face death. 48-hour eternity. I'm the creator of this paradise. And so, I know. Tomorrow will be another wonderful day.
聖地よ、私は帰ってきた。
人がいないとき。
こんなに広く。
ねえね
Okay, let's skip.
帰り。
The three of them go searching in a family restaurant. Excite. Those tight legs, that slender body, her clothes accentuate all her fine curves. Her breasts are surprisingly large. Something stirs in my heart. Hot and heavy, like thick lava. It whispered to me like a poison. What if I lure her to a dark corner and have my way with her? What then? She's gonna beat you up. Getting her alone would be simple enough. All I have to do is offer information on her father and she'll follow me anywhere. To make matters easier, no Amanesis exist in the present-day Japan. No documents proving Japanese citizenship, not even a birth certificate. It's only natural she won't be born for another 7 years. So even if she runs to the police, nobody will believe a word she says. I'll imagine she put up a fight. She was a member of the resistance in her time, and I know she's stronger than she looks. But she's just a girl. It may take some time doing it, but I'll have my way with her in the end. See? Coward. You want a woman, don't you? It says. Of course you do. It's instinct. So what if she's Daru's daughter? So what if she's on a mission to save the future? Forget about that. She's just a fine woman, that's all. You're not a saint of Rintaro. What was it you called yourself again? That's right, an insane mad scientist. If you really are insane, that's you. Remember, you have the power of a god. You can rape her, and then undo it with the time leap machine. And hey, while you're at it, why not taste the same girl's virginity over and over again? Wouldn't that be something? All those virgin freaks will kill to be you. God damn. Why stop at rape? Think about what else you can do with the time leap machine. Murder, steal, kidnap, destroy. Is that the best you can do, Okabe Rintaro? Is that really all the evil in your heart? Well, I guess we're only human after all. Think about it, Okabe Rintaro. Sure, you wanted this loop, but repeat the same 2 days forever? Sounds like torture to me. Aren't you tired of it already? These 2 days should be your paradise. Forget about your petty laws and morals. You're a hunter. Taboos mean nothing to you. Hunt your prey and eat your fill. The voice is right. I'm the observer. I am God. I can do anything. Do her. Kill her. Rape. No one can judge me in this closed off time loop. Forget your morals. Trust your primal urges. Follow your instincts. I cover my ears and avert my eyes from Suzuha. My ears are ringing. Someone is trying to crush my soul, projecting thoughts not my own onto the screen of my heart.
Okabe Rintaro?
Suddenly, Suzuha grabs me by the shoulders and peers into my face. This is why, you know, say Okabe is a coward, okay? He should have done the right thing, but he didn't. The warmth from her hand makes me the buzzing grew
や
louder.
っぱ具合悪いんじゃない？休む？
I'm afraid to look at Suzuha with these dark feelings clogging my mind. I shake her off and flee towards Big Sight.
岡部倫太郎、どこ行くの？
I need to get away from Suzuha. If I don't, I might give in to the urge. I stare at my hands. Clench, open, repeat, repeat. My hands still move, just as I expect them to. Just as I'm ordered to. But those dark impulses, the devil's whispers, how can I explain those? What the hell was that? What's happening to me? I'm starting to tremble. My teeth chatter. The sun's hot enough to burn my skin, but I feel cold. I'm afraid of myself. I'm still okay, aren't I? I'm Hoin Kyoba, Okabe Rintaro. The insane mad scientist with a fetish for science and chaos. See? I still know who I am, but you're still a coward.
まだってなんだよ。
What is that supposed to mean? Will I eventually lose control myself? Am I going to break? Like a Mobius strip? The same 2 days go round and round and round and round and round and round. But today I failed to keep them the same. My feelings became twisted. Today on Harumi Bridge, I just didn't hesitate to save Daru. I nearly yielded to my dark emotions. Dark emotions. Dark impulses. Emotions seeping like a venom. I listened to their poisonous, disgusting whispers, and I almost drawn in. There's no denying it. Worse, that was but a taste of what might lurk inside my heart. You know, if you remember a couple weeks back, we did when Mayuri talked with Okabe and asked, you know, philosophical questions like what would happen if you time it back to the past, what would happen to the present, okay, to the present or the future. So in other words, it still continues on, okay. In other words, you let her die again and again. So like how many times that he repeated is that how many, you know, he let Mayuri die. If those emotions attack me again, this time crashing over me like a tsunami, will I be able to control myself? Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru, Suzuha. Will I be able to keep myself from hurting them no matter what? Will I be able to keep everyone safe in this loop I made for Mayuri and Suzuha's sake? Do I really have such strength? I don't know. The answer is hardly reassuring, but for now, it's the only answer I've got. Let me guess. Kurisu is gonna is going to like time leap and then like stop him, right? I can only protect this world. Only I can protect this world. I pray that those impulses were just a fluke, that they'll never resurface again. I only ask that tomorrow be peaceful. Oh God. Oh God.
ダル君は
Okay.
引きこもり。
やればいい。
See?
水はえ
Everyone turns to look at
やっ
me.
てみろよ。人殺し。
ネタにマジレスですか？
ああ、マジだ。どうしてやらないんだ？やりたいなら。
ちょっと岡部、あんたいきなり何言い出してんのよ。
オカリン、そういうこと言っちゃダメなんだよ。
つか、オカリンなんでキレてんの？
別にコンビニが橋を2つ渡った先にある。そこまで文句言わずに耐えろ。
そうなん。意外と距離あるな。
Hundreds of days passed. Wait, who said that just now? Suzuha. I repeated this so many times I've grown tired of keeping track. I can barely remember the reason I started. The days go by, like tearing pages off from a calendar. Everyone says the same thing, everyone responds in the same way. I notice my biorhythms seem a bit rough, but aside from that, every day is the same. Same. Yes, subtle deviations occur, but it's all within acceptable limits. In the end, the result is always the same. Everything that happens is insignificant, meaningless, pointless. I'm the only one still living in this time loop. Everyone else is just being kept alive by me. We're just spinning our wheels in a dead world. My soul died some cycles back, I don't remember. This isn't life. Mayuri's death? Moeka's raid? Suzuha's time travel? I may have cared about those things once. Not anymore. When did I stop caring? When did I become a machine looping for all eternity? Nothing matters. When these few days are over, they will start again. Everything will be reset. I will reset it myself. What if Kurisu failed to make it? Then I guess it's pointless to worry. Ridiculous. How many times have I repeated this loop? My senses have gone dull. It's getting harder to respond to the things I see and hear. I feel detached, like I'm isolated inside a thin membrane, and I've already gotten used to it. I don't find it inconvenient anymore. I simply adapted. I simply optimized to this far too narrow world, to this far too gentle world. Why shouldn't I adapt? This is my world. Let me guess. This is when Daru dies. Daru has used up the last of his strength. While still on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail separating. Yep. I think this is where he dies. See? Like such an asshole. The horn blares. Daru jigs off from the rail. A split second later, the tower house pass, loses his balance and falls on his butt.
ちょっと大丈夫？
怪我はない？
Chris and Suzuha gets off their bike and help Daru.
今のトラックひどいよ。
The truck has already crossed the intersection after the bridge. We watch it drive away.
ビビった。つかな。
通報しろよ。
The track number smoothly rolls off my tongue. I've seen it so many times, it's like a brand on my brain.
ほら通報しろ。
I hold my phone out.
オカリン、僕になんか恨みあんの？
お前が通報したいと言うから通報する機会を与えてやっただけだろ。
My tone is flat. I just saying whatever comes to mind. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
確かに橋田のだらけた態度は良くないけど、岡部も感じ悪すぎよ。
仕切るな。委員長キャラ。
何よ。
喧嘩は良くないよ。ダル君は無事だったんだし、めでたしめでたしだよ。
I ignore Mairi and Steve, shove my phone at Daru.
通報しないのか。
まあ今回のところはこれで勘弁してやるっつうことで。
I sigh and put away my phone. She's staring at me again. She looks like she wants to say something. But who cares what she thinks? I feel nothing. Let me guess, she knows. And she's gonna confront him. And then they go searching for the restaurant. Suzuha stands in front of me, blocking my way. Her eyes bore into mine. I try to pass without saying anything. But she cuts me off. I see the sincere concern in her eyes, but it can no longer sway my heart, not even a little.
あのさ、あるテレビ記者が雪の街に取材に来て、そこで時間の連鎖に絡め取られちゃうって映画なかったっけ？
Movie about a reporter, not a guy.
雪の街に取材に来て、恋はデジャビューだったかな。私にとってはすごく古い映画なんだけど。
To me, it's an extremely old movie, not 100 years old.
私がいた2036年ではさ、セルンの検閲があって、新しい映画はどれもこれもつまんないんだよね。恋はデジャビューもそのうちの一本。
知らないな。
あの映画、私は納得いってないんだよね。
I was trying to brush her off, but Suzuha keeps talking.
だって主人公が特に何かしたわけでもないのにさ、時間の無限ループは綺麗さっぱりなくなっちゃうじゃん。で、主人公は善人になってハッピーエンド。
Ends without the hero really doing anything.
なんかいまいちな脚本だった。今の君、今の私たち、映画と同じ状況に置かれてるんじゃない？なんとか言いなよ、岡部倫太郎。君はこの世界を知ってる。
The gaze seems to pierce through everything. I find myself blinking involuntarily. Then my eyes drop to my feet.
何が言いたい？
My hoarse voice leaks from the back of my throat. It doesn't sound like my own.
私はこのビッグサイトを今初めて見た。でも私がビッグサイトを見たのはこれが初めてじゃない。
I feel my heart skip a beat. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
言葉遊びか。
私たちは前にもここに来たんでしょ。君は何度も今日という日を経験してるんでしょ。一体何度目なの？答えて。
Suddenly Suza seizes my arm.
今の君さ、死んだような目をしてる。わかるんだ。その目、私がいた2036年の人たちと同じだから。岡部倫太郎、私を見て。心を殺さないで。
Slowly feelings rise from the depths of my heart, like an oil machine grinding back to life.
マキセックリスが完成させる予定のタイムリープマシン。それを使って君は何度もこの時間をループしてる。
だから
なんでこんなことを。
さあな。もうその理由もどうでもよくなってきている。
君は何から逃げてるの？
そう、確かに逃げている。
Coward.
マユリを殺させないために。
それは私が1975年へ飛べば解決されることで。
いいや、
You feel.
お前は失敗する。そして孤独な25年を過ごした挙句、首をつって死んでいくんだよ。
何を。
だから俺はこのループに逃げ込んだ。
That's it. That was the reason. I entered this loop to
Mairi.
resolve this. You didn't resolve, okay? But my resolve has long since turned to dust.
この2日間を繰り返してさえいれば何も変わらず。
He sent the email, you
誰も知ら
coward.
ない。
Send the
俺は
email.
その繰り返しを受け入れた。
それは君の主観だよ。世界は君に関係なく未来へと続いていくの。君がこの2日間を何千回何万回ループさせたって椎名真由里が死ぬことに変わりはない。根本的解決にはならない。
俺は別に
My lips twist into a self-deriding
根
smile.
本的解決をしようなんて思わない。
You're a coward.
いつまでもこのループを続けるつもり？
そうだ。それを受け入れた。
何が受け入れたなの？自分がおかしくなり始めてることに気づいてないの？
おかしくなったとしても世界は続く。2日間のループは続く。
Let me guess. She's gonna go back in time this
俺
time.
が
時間の止まった世界でこのまま生きていくことに君はこの輪を永遠に終わらせることはできないんだよ。肉体的には死ぬことはない。でも岡部倫太郎、君の心は死に始めてる。
だってしょうがないだろう。俺には誰かを無慈悲に犠牲にする覚悟なんて。真由里も鈴葉も仲間だ。
Zah hangs her head in a sorrowful expression. Is the interrogation over? I try to end this conversation by walking towards the sea again, but she grabs my hand to stop me.
まだ何か。
私は首を吊って死ぬって本当？
ああ
IBN5100 を手に入れるのを失敗するのも？
ああ
Yes. Bites her lip and lip hangs her head. Maybe I shouldn't have told her the truth. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. If I leave this again, this conversation would never happen. Nope.
ねえ岡部倫太郎、
In that case.
だったら一緒に行く？
何？
Hmm?
一緒に行くかって聞いたの。1975年へ。
That's the last thing I expected to hear. I'll go with her to
俺が
1975.
行ってどうなる？
Just grasp my hand tightly.
私が失敗しないように助けてもらう。
Because she won't forget, you know.
あるいは未来を変えるための別の方法を探す。
できるのか？
Yeah. My heart beat. My eyes open. Color returns to the world.
世界線はもしかするととんでもない方向へ分岐するかもしれない。あるいは君の知ってる世界じゃなくなるかもしれないし、みんながラボメンとして君の仲間になるかどうかもわからなくなるし、そもそも椎名真由里も橋田至も牧瀬クリスも生まれないかもしれない。生まれたとしても違う名前を付けられるかもしれない。でも1975年なら2010年のアトラクタフィールド大分岐に到達するまで35年もある。どうやればいいのかはわからないけど、世界線を変えるための準備期間はたっぷりできるよ。それでもいいなら一緒に行かない？うん。本音は誰かに一緒に来てほしいんだ。
Someone, in other words, it doesn't have to be me.
私は失敗すると分かっているのに飛ぶのは嫌だよ。それこそ犬死にだもん。
Yep.
だから一緒に来て、私を助けて。それに今の君を見てられない。君をこのループから助け出したい。
At least take it. It's better than
こ
doing
のル
this
ープを
again.
続けて心が擦り切れるのを待つ。それは来るはずのない終わりで、その終わりが来ればさ、また時間は動き出すんだよ。君の心が完全に死んだ時、椎名真由里は予定通りに死ぬ。私は予定通りに失敗し首を吊る。君は看板に自殺をしようとしてるだけ。そんなことするぐらいなら一緒に来て。私を助けて。
俺は
I had the hands on my clock stopped thinking long ago.
俺は
Now slowly they began to move
行く
forward.
よ。お
Seriously?
前と一緒に行く。
サンキュー。ごめん。ずっと気づいてあげられなくて。
Zara gently embraces me as if to warm my frozen heart. The wind blows, the clouds flow and change shape. Sunset. The sky is so terribly orange, the color of dawn, the color of dusk, the color of the world's end, the color of the world's beginning. While Daru was repairing the time machine, I let my mind rest. I avoided all contact, snapping like a log, and tried to piece my soul back together. On the afternoon of the 13th, I received a word that the repairs are complete. I sent an email calling all members to a meeting. Then, as everyone gathers at the lab, I head to the Redican alone. Suza is already waiting there, standing in the time machine and with glistening eyes. She gives me one last warning.
何度も言うようだけどさ、タイムマシンは一方通行なんだ。行ったら戻ってくることはできないよ。それでも一緒に行ってくれる？
I slowly nod.
お前こそ大丈夫か？おそらくかなり高い確率でタイムトラベル後の俺たちは記憶を失う。
私が記憶を取り戻したのは24年後。でも今回は君がいる。何かが変わるかもしれない。
希望的観測だ。
じゃあ降りる？私は降りない。
もう覚悟はできている。
Safe. I don't know how it will turn out. We are certainly at a disadvantage, but still, I never thought I'd be so thankful to not know what's coming next. It's so stimulating. It sends shivers down my spine. I feel like I'm actually here.
みんなにはなんて説明したの？
分かれば告げてきた。
Mayuri, Daru, Kurisu. I left them each a handwritten letter. The lab is probably in chaos by now. I also mailed letters to my parents and my friends at school, telling them not to look for me. My parents will probably be sad, but this time, we haven't seen a parent, you know. Yeah, I'm not running away. I want to believe I'm not running away. Looking at the time machine, she finally smiles, though her eyes still shine with unshed tears. Uh-oh.
後ろめたいことは何もない。むしろ俺は鈴葉に感謝している。お前が誘ってくれなかったら、俺は今もあの輪の中で死んだまま生き続けただろう。ありがとう、鈴葉。これから一緒に未来を変えるために戦うぞ。
We clasp our hands. The grip is so strong it kinda hurts, but that pain tells me I'm alive. Nobody sends us off. Nobody could. This is one-way trip through time. Once we go, there's no coming back. 1975. That's before where I was even born. We're headed to the past. No. For a future that has yet to be written. Not the world line Suza left, nor the world line she desired. We are reaching for an entirely new future. Our eyes meet, our hands clasp tightly. The time has come for us to depart. Our mission to change 35 years of history. We boldly lift our head, ready to challenge fate. Together. What? Is this it? No, wait. Dang it. Is this like one of the endings? Is this like one of the ending? Don't tell me that this is all. Back England. Wait, I just realized one thing. I should have muted it. Walkthrough. I'm looking at the walkthrough. Flowchart. Oh, there is a flowchart. Aerosol reboot completed. CG library extra menu. Wait. Where am I? It's like chapter 6, right? Wait, what? Fundaru. This is chapter what? This is not the real ending, right? Chapter 6. Physical necrosis. This is chapter 7. Chapter 6. Did it work? Just a dream. Suzuka ending. Ah! I was right, that was it! Okay, let's try something. Whatever it takes. Send the email. Push the button. Send. Send.
いいの？
Yep.
すずさんとの思い出。ほんのちょっとの間でも君たちと一緒にいられてよかった。父さんのやろうとしていたこと。それじゃ35年後に会いましょう。お願い。未来を。
Suzuka, I made my choice. I won't ask you for forgiveness. Ultimately, I'm doing this to save Mayuri. But at the same time, the words you spoke on that rooftop are still strong in my heart. You entrusted me to, your hope for the future. If I am to honor that wish and fulfill mine, then the time we spent together can never have happened. Ooh, went up to 4. Mating complex. Okay. Okay. So I think like this is where we end for today. Okay, I'll continue this next week. Okay, but tomorrow, even though it's public holiday tomorrow for me, I need some time because I got a lot of things that I need to do. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you next week. Okay, so okay. Tomorrow I'm planning to. Tomorrow I may or may not stream, depending on if I've managed to finish my work or not. Okay, if I'm able to finish my work, then I'll stream Persona 4. Okay, yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, see you next time.